Ladies and gentlemen, a warm welcome to the number 12 UFC lightweight, Brad Riddell. Very good to see you, Brad. How you doing?
Yeah, good man. Thanks for having me. Good to chat.
Yeah, it's been a while. I've been kind of looking keenly on the prospect of you fighting Rafael Fiziev for a few years because you guys were at Tiger together. I never thought this would happen. I think on Twitter, it was kind of said that it would never happen because some fans have been trying to put this together for a while now, right? So how did it come about?
We didn't really have another option to fight somebody in the rankings. It was either that weight or maybe fight somebody unranked. So we decided to fight each other, and yeah, it wasn't too complicated for us. We didn't want to, but here we are.
You guys have such kind of parallels together. I mean, the same record, the Tiger Muay Thai background, both great strikers. I think you both kind of coached at Tiger as well, right? Do you see those similarities in him in terms of kind of his style and his attitude?
I think we have the same attitude and ambitions. We have very similar skill sets, but very different styles. So yeah, it's going to be a pretty cool fight.
How pleased are you with what you've been able to do in the UFC so far? I mean, undefeated, it's kind of gone really, really well. I spoke to you kind of a few fights back and you were so focused. You love what you do. And it's nice to see that you kind of stack those wins together and climb up the rankings.
Yeah, it's always good to win, that's for sure. And no one ever wants to lose. And I've managed to keep it that way so far. It could stay that way my whole career. It might not. We'll see. The way I work is with the intention for it to stay that way. But I'm definitely super happy with how it's gone. And I've managed to make a co-main event on my 5th fight. So that's pretty cool. I'm pretty happy with that. It's like a little milestone. I'm sure Rafa's happy with that too. But yeah, it's like I said, it's a small milestone, and yeah, many more to come.
How keen are you to start putting people away? I mean, you had a run of finishes together before you got to the UFC, and how important is that to you, or does it kind of not bother you as long as you're winning?
Yeah, man. Like I want to win. It's always nice to finish somebody. But the more you look for it, the harder it is. Maybe that's why I haven't been doing it since since I made the UFC. Maybe it's I was getting a little bit more used to this weight cut and stuff like that. But maybe the guys just have better chins. I'm not too sure. They're a bit more experienced and veterans of the sport. But yeah, it's like it'd be nice to knock everybody out always, but it's a very hard thing to do. Decisions are winning's winning. In my mind, winning is winning. Yeah.
What was life like for you guys at Tiger? I feel like that was a proper glory age because, Dan was there. Izzy stopped by from time to time. You have guys like Taito Ivasa, Alex Volkanovski won the tryouts. You had Shevchenko there, and of course the Hickman brothers. I mean, what was that time like? It was kind of that 2016 time where it was just incredible over there.
Yeah, for a while it was like a bit of a hot spot, and we had a crazy amount of high level and skilled training partners come through there. It was a fun place to live, and you're like, mid-20s, nice lifestyle. And then when I got a job there, it was pretty surreal, and I had a good time there. But I felt like it wasn't really progressing my career, so I moved home to train. And New Zealand's not far behind it. It's a pretty nice place to be, other than when it gets started, it gets a bit rainy and a bit cold. But yeah, man, Thailand was a good place to learn some valuable skills.
So were you sometimes in Rafa's class because was he the main striking coach there, and then you were a striking coach there for a while as well, right?
Yeah, vice versa. So I was teaching there at the beginning, and then I left my job just to train full time. Right, I felt like I needed to pour my energy into that, and then he came down from Phuket top team and took the job. And yeah, I did a few of his classes, and we trained together a lot. It was yeah, it was a good time to train with him, but it's a very long time ago, and we're very, very different now. And back then, I wasn't so focused on MMA. I was sort of splitting my time between the both, and so was he. But yeah, now we're both obviously on the same path.
It's awesome when I see some of your clips from kickboxing come on my Twitter feed, fighting Yi Long and John Wayne Parr and, kind of some amazing people in the game. And I remember you fighting in one as well. How much has your style evolved? Like, how much do you relish the ground as well?
Yeah, I enjoy wrestling. I enjoy grappling. I think it's like it's a very, very difficult art to become competent in. It's I feel like somebody that's a very good striker can still come up against somebody that isn't so great, and that person that isn't so great still has a puncher's chance if they land a big shot. I feel like grappling, if you're, if there's a big difference in skill set, you're screwed. Like it's very, very different. You can't really Hail Mary your way down on the ground. You need to know what you're doing, and there's a lot to know.
We talked about you putting wins together in the UFC. It's kind of gone well for you. Conversely, Kevin Lee's just been dropped. It's a ruthless game, especially if you look at some of the guys who also got some losses. Were you surprised by that? Do you think it's a bit harsh for him to get released?
Man, I don't know. Like maybe there's a backstory. Maybe there's like a reason or something. Maybe it was partially his choice too. I'm not sure what's going on. He was a very, very good, talented fighter. He fought some beasts and beat some beasts and did well against like Charles Oliveira. Like in my opinion, he was winning that fight until he got choked. So he's obviously championship caliber. But yeah, man, I wish the best for him and hope his career is still prosperous after this. Yeah, I'm sure he can come back. I think he's young. I think younger than me still. So yeah, he'll be all right.
Where is the best place to go for someone like him? If it happened to you, where would you look to? Do you look to Bellator, PFL, One, Rising? What do you think is the next best thing outside the UFC?
Yeah, I'm sure his resume will get him to any of those and get him well paid. So yeah, I'm sure there's a lot of options for him. He'll be spoiled for choice. That's for sure.
Now that you're 12th, if you get a big win here, I mean, look at the names around you. You got McGregor in there. You're not going to be fighting Dan, but you got Tony Ferguson, RDA, Chandler. You said a while back that your dream fight might be Gaethje. Is that the one still for you that you'd love?
Yeah, they're all very, very appealing. Like the names you just said are all like crazy, crazy fights. Gaethje would be a very, very fun fight. Chandler as well, but at the moment, it's probably looking like a little bit too far ahead. Like I have a very, very hard, difficult challenge in front of me, which I think is harder than them, to be honest. So I'm just gonna deal with Saturday.
How impressed were you with Rafa's kind of Matrix viral videos?
Yeah, crazy lean back. It's got some damn good spine flexibility, that's for sure.
What's the biggest threat do you think that he carries for you?
He's explosive, and like early on, he's very good at slipping and making you pay for missing your punch. So you just have to be sharp and careful about that. But yeah, I think we're very evenly matched all in all. So it's going to be a pretty interesting 15 minutes or maybe less. Who knows?
I was reading earlier that Colby is talking about maybe going up to middleweight, and he said that he could take Izzy down and gas him out. I don't know if you saw that, but what do you make of that one?
Oh, nah. Good luck. I don't think you'd get near him to take him down. Like men much bigger than him haven't had much success, like the only guy that had success was much, much bigger than Israel. So I don't think Colby's going to offer him much. I think that would be a pretty quick night in the office for Izzy.
It's an interesting one. So do you think you and Rafa are gonna have a beer together after this one? Is it kind of, is that on the card?
Yeah, for sure. Like regardless of the result, I don't think he drinks, so probably KFC. I know he loves that stuff, so probably eat that instead.
Mate, always good to speak to you, Brad. I appreciate it, man. All the best.
Thank you. Have a good day.
Watch UFC Fight Night Font versus Aldo on Sony 10 this Sunday.